we're going to start off with something simple. Let's look at inflation. Who can tell me what is inflation? Good, good. It's an increase of price. What else? You can think of anything else. Not quite, Akwando. Let's think about it some other type of way. Good. Is that offensive? Zoom user. Good. We can think of it as price increase. Okay. Every year, good. So somebody else in the other class described it as a gradual increase. In the price of goods. Okay, so anything you buy or sell will always be subject to inflation. For instance, when I was in grade 10 in 2006, bread used to cost R8.99. So yes, I'm pretty old. I know, I'm very old. Okay, bread used to cost $8.99. Today in 2023, how much does bread cost? How much does bread cost today, guys? Good, about 17 Rand, 18, 20 Rand, depending on which kind of loaf you buy, right? Let's just say 99. Okay, so when we calculate for inflation, inflation is calculated over compound interest. Okay, over compound interest. So it's not that difficult to understand the question. Let's try one question to test our understanding. All right, let's answer this one question. When you're done, pop your favorite emoji in the chat. Okay, just question one. All right, one more minute, guys. It's not a very difficult question. Oh, thank you, Offense. Do you want to raise your hand so we can unmute you? Janelle, can you look for offensive, please?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, can I answer?
Yes, absolutely.
A equals to 12 rand bracket 1 plus 0.12 plus the bracket to the power of 9.
And what's my answer?
And the answer is 33 rand, 28 cent. 28, ma'am.
Was that difficult?
Ma'am, it's 28 cents.
Difficult question?
No, ma'am.
No, not at all. I don't think so. So this is going to go pretty fast, I think. Okay, let's look at the rest of them. All right, I want you guys to try these questions here as well. All right, guys, remember to pop your favorite emoji in the chat when you're done. Okay, I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes, 1 minute per question. I'll be right back.
And if you have any questions, just pop them in the chat. I will help anyway with whatever questions you may have. But I don't think you guys will get stuck. This is easy, right? Who's unit 23? Is that Yusuf? You were in the top leaderboard. Did you see your name? You got 80% and above for the last week quiz. So well done. Oh my god, but like I'm above that. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Oh, I see. Are you done, Noma Shui? Yeah, Offense is done. Teacher Coke, I just want to say something about Offense. Remember I was telling you on Monday, like most of the people in the class were like, oh, we're tired, we don't want to participate, like we don't want to post and stuff like that. Offense was there, sending answers, raising his hand, talking to teacher Monique. So well done, Offense. You've been amazing for this week. You've been amazing. So keep it up.
Legend.
True definition of participation.
Participation award.
Like yeah.
Well done. Guys, I know we get tired. It's almost the end of the year, but we're almost there, guys.
Yeah.
December's coming. Let's keep it up. Let's keep up with all the workers. We're going to get it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's look at number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. If anybody would like to offer some answers, so Teacher Coco doesn't have to speak, that would be wonderful. But if I don't get any hands, Sensei, I would like other people to give it a try as well. But I'm happy for you to do Mweketi as well. Yay, if you guys can raise your hands for me, that would be wonderful. Anybody else willing to help?
5 questions, so we need 5 people. We have 2 so far, Offense and Moketi. Anyone else? Please unmute Moketi. Moketi.
Ma'am, I'll do number 3.
Okay, excellent. Offense, do you want to do number 2?
Yes, ma'am, I'll do it, ma'am.
Okay, excellent. Let's go.
We start by writing the formula A equals to P bracket 1 plus I bracket to the power of N, and then A equals to 16 bracket 1 plus 1 plus 16, ma'am. Oh, ma'am, it's number 2.
Yes, number
Is
2.
15 bracket 1 plus 0.12 to the power of 6.
Good. All right, what's my answer?
Let me calculate the answer, ma'am. I wrote.
That's okay.
The answer is 29.61.
Excellent. All right, beautifully done. Oh, thank you, Offense. All right, Mweketi. Mweketi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, you'll start off by writing the formula, and then you substitute P as 15, and then in the brackets, there'll be 1 plus 11%, then close bracket with 4 as the, what you call this? Power, yeah. And then I got 22 Rand 77 cents.
Excellent. Good. Yes, and Akwando's asking, could we say 11 over 100? Yes, you can. Okay, remember there are 3 different ways you can write the percentage. You can either write 0.11, or you can write 11 over 100, or you can use your calculator and click 11 and then use the percent button on your calculator. Okay, either one of those works. You can use either of them in turn. All right. Okay, what about number 4? Do I have a volunteer? That was perfect. Thank you, Mweketi. Anybody want to help me with number 4? Help me salvage my voice. Luto. Hi, Luto.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, my sweetie. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, walk us through number 4.
The first thing you're gonna do is write the formula, which is A is equal to P, open bracket, 1 plus I, close bracket, in. After that, you're gonna substitute. You're gonna say 24, open bracket, 1 plus 0.13, close bracket, raised to the power of 4.
Excellent. My
The
answer?
answer is good. The answer is going to be 39,13.
Comma.
13.
Oh, yes. Sorry, teacher Nels. Oh, Luto, we need to look at this question again. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's read through the question again. All right. It says a box of resin costs 24 Rand today. How much did it cost 4 years ago? Which means this 24 isn't actually our P amount. What is it?
Is it the accumulated amount?
Correct. This is our accumulated amount. So what we're actually calculating for is
The P.
P. We want P. All right. So we have to rearrange the formula. All right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can we try that again?
Okay, no problem.
Sure. All right. So we know our formula says A is equal to P, 1 plus I to the power of N. If I want P on its own, what do I need to do?
You must substitute P.
I don't have P. I have everything else.
So mustn't you divide A by the 1 plus I raised to the N?
Correct. Beautiful. Yes. So we're going to have P is equal to A over 1 plus I to the power of N. All right. And now we can substitute. So what are we going to get?
I'm still calculating, ma'am.
Sure. No worries.
It's going to be 14,72.
72 cents. Very well done, Luto. Excellent. That's the answer I'm looking for. Well done.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Well done. Excellent. All right. Sure. Yes, offense number 5. You can unmute offense.
We start by writing out the formula,
Good.
and then you what is this called? Yeah, when you replace the values, then A is going to be 24
Good.
equals to P bracket 1 plus 0,11 bracket to the power of 5.
Good.
And
All
then
right,
you divide both sides with the bracket.
Divide that side.
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Those two will cancel.
And
So P is equal to
14,24.
beautifully done. Good. 14,24.
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. This stuff is easy. It's not difficult at all. At all. Well done, man. Well done, Offense. Okay. Mweketi, do you want to do number 6 for us? Sure, you guys are crushing this. Hi, Mweketi, are you there? You can unmute.
Okay, so you write the formula, and then you put A equals to, you substitute P as 1,425. In the brackets, I think there would be 1 plus 7.3%. Close the bracket, and then there would be 6 as the exponent.
Excellent, to the power of 6. All right, my answer.
Just getting the answer quickly, man. The answer is 2,174 and 77 cents.
Beautiful. Excellently done. Well done, Moketsi. Excellent. Well done. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, give me your marks out of 5. How much did we get out of? Tell me in the chat, how much did we get out of 5? Oh, excellent. I'm getting like 7 answers, but there's like 32 of you in the class right now. So this is worrying. But all right, okay. We're going to do one last exercise on population growth, and then I'm going to challenge you guys a little bit. All right, I'm going to challenge you guys a bit. All right, so population growth is kind of the same thing as compound interest. It's just when we do get population growth, we're looking at compound. It's compound growth. So it's the same thing as compound interest. Okay, it's the same thing as compound interest, except we're using people as the answers that we want. Okay, so we must always round off. You see, each question will say, round your answer to the nearest integer, because I can't get comma 4 of a person. That's not possible. All right, so at the end, I need to round off all my answers. All right, and again, because this is compound growth, we're going to use the formula A is equal to P, open brackets 1 times I, 1 plus I, to the power of N. Okay, and I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes to try all 3 of these questions. All right, go for it. Remember to pop your favorite emoji in the chat when you're done. right, peeps, let's get into some of these answers. All right. Us is feeling very Chinese today. Excellent. All right. In the first one, guys, all of these calculations are quite simple. So we're just going to use the formula. One plus 1,1% to the power of 6. All right, who's got an answer for me? Who's got an answer for me, peeps? Thank you, offensive. Good, and remember, we always need to make sure it's a round number because we can't have decimals of people. All right. Okay, excellent. Let's look at number 2. All right, what answer do we get here, guys? Sure, I'm literally speaking to one person today. I'm literally getting a class, I'm giving class to one person today. Sure. All right, 4217, 645 people. Good. Yes, correct. I see. If the decimal is 438, right, comma 438, do this. 38. What we're going to do is we need to round up, and this 4 will not change the 5. So we're going to leave the 5 as a 5, and we're going to lose the decimals. Okay, because we cannot get comma 438 of a person. All right. Sure. All right, and then the very last one, A is equal to 1,600, open brackets 1 plus 16% to the power of 2. All right, what answer do we get here? Thank you, Jenna. That's it, 2153. Excellent. All right. Give me a mark out of 3. How much did we get out of 3, guys? 1, 2, 3. How much did we get? Excellent. All right, good. And we've got enough time for a bit of a challenge today. All right. Okay, so before I even get started, on a scale of 1 to 10, how did you find this? 10 being, ma'am, I understand everything, I'm good. 1 being, yo, ma'am, I don't understand. How are we feeling? Good. I'm glad there's nobody under a 7, because then I'd be a little worried. I'd be like, what did we do? What did we do? How do we help? Okay. Excellent. All right. So this stuff isn't your 8,57. Okay, what happened to the other 2,43? What happened to the 2,43 Denver? All right. Okay. We've got a lot of time. So give me a thumbs up if we're ready for a challenge. Who's ready for a challenge? That's it, Lwandile. Good, Ranveer. All right. Okay. I'm going to ask you guys to write this formula down, because what we're going to be talking about today is compounding periods. It does. It sounds bombastic. I agree. Next week, Monday. To keep it on the same thing. All right. No, Jenna, you cannot. All right. Let's think about this. Let's say, for instance, I go to the bank and I give them 5,000 Rand. I give the bank 5,000 Rand and I say, I want you guys to invest this money for me. And they're like, cool. We're going to give you a 8% interest rate per annum. What does this per annum mean? What does per annum mean? Good, it means per year. Per annum means per year. But I tell the bank that I'm going to come back in 6 months for my money. I'm going to come back in 6 months. And I want to know how much my 5,000 Rand is worth in 6 months. But the bank has given me a yearly interest rate. This is a yearly interest rate. So how do we figure out how much I've made in that 6 months? Right, and that's where the compounding periods come in, right? Correct, good, Offense. So we're going to do something along those lines. Now, we need to think about this. Any compounding period that we have, we would then, let's say, for instance, if we had to compound something annually. Annually means once per year. What would semi-annually mean? What would semi-annually mean? How many times a year? Semi-annually would mean? Good, half year, which means they would compound the interest rate 2 times in a year, twice. What would quarterly mean? Quarterly. If they compounded the interest rate quarterly, what would that mean? It would mean 4 times. Good, every 3 months, but that gives us 4 times in the year, 4 times. What about monthly? What about monthly? Every month, good. So how many times a year will they compound my interest? 12 times, good. 12 times. What about weekly? If they were to compound my money weekly, how many times a year? How many weeks are there in a year? I knew some of you wouldn't know. Teacher Nels, do you know?
I think 52.
Yes, correct. There are 52 weeks in a year, correct. 52. Well done, yes, it's 52, excellent. And what about daily? If my interest rate is compounded daily, good. At least you guys know that one. Good. 365. Excellent. Good. Ooh, hope that would actually be 365 or 366, not 6465, 365, 366. All right, excellent. Now, all of these numbers that you guys have given me over here contribute to the M in this equation that I've just given you guys here. Correct, leap year. Correct. So if the question says compounded quarterly, our M is going to be 4. If it says compounded monthly, our M is going to be 12. If it says compounded semi-annually, our M is going to equal to 2. Now, I want you guys to read this question down here. It says here, Tsepo invests 40,000 Rand for 5 years at 16% per annum, compounded monthly. What is our M in this equation? What is M equal to, guys? M is equal to how much? If it says monthly, what are we going to put M as? Correct, Tabo, that's it. Yes, we're going to put M in as 12, right? So the rest of the formula we already know. We know that A is accumulated. This is accumulated. P is our principal amount. I is our interest rate. And N is the number of years. This is the number of years, right? So when we put this into the formula, we're going to write A is equal to, we know that our P is going to be 40,000. Our interest rate is going to be 16% or 0.16. And our N is going to be 5, and our M is going to be 12. So we're going to put that exactly the way we see it. We're going to go 40,000, open brackets, 1 plus 0.16 over 12, close brackets, to the power of 5 times 12. Give me an answer, guys. How much do we get? What do we get? So I see that's a big number. Okay, but not quite. Okay, you need to double check. It should be a really big number. I want to see if anybody gets the same answer I get. That's it, correct. Yes, Offense, Tyrika, and Denver on point. That's it. That is correct. Good. So we get 88,552,28. Correct. Well done. All right. I'm going to ask again. Thumbs up, easy. Thumbs down, difficult. Thumbs up if it's easy. Thumbs up, thumbs down if it's not easy. I figured I was going to get a lot of thumbs up. What is the medium emoji? There is unfortunately no medium emoji. Sorry. We don't have one of those. All right, I'm going to challenge you guys a little bit. Let's look at another question. Okay. This one is a little bit more difficult than the others. All right. All right, here we go. The question says, Simon deposited 1,000 Rand into a bank. 3 years later, He deposits a further 2,000 Rand into the bank. The interest rate for the 5-year savings period was 18% compounded annually. What does annually mean? M is equal to how much? What is M equal to? Correct. M is equal to 1. But there's a catch here. All right, there's a catch. Now, how long, let's think about this. How long does Simon keep his money in the account? How long is the full period? Good, it's 5 years. 5 years, right. He puts it in there for 5 years, but something happens halfway through. What happens halfway through? Something happens at the 3-year mark. What happens? Good, Luto, that's it. He deposits more money at 3 years. So we can't just say A is equal to P open brackets 1 plus I to the power of N and make that 5. We can't make our N 5 because somewhere along the line, the amounts change. So what value are we going to put in here for that? Yo, offense, just brilliant, 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 brilliant. So instead of writing N as 5, we're not going to write 5. What are we going to do? Yes, correct, Danveer. We're going to have 2 separate calculations. Beautifully said. 2 separate calculations. And when offense says we do a timeline, 100%, right? So we're going to start at T0. T0 is today. This is today. What happens today? What does Simon do today? What does he put into his account today? Good, he deposits 1,000, so plus 1,000 Rand. Good. And then we move until T3. And then at T3, what happens at T3? Correct, Sandagahle. At T3, we add 2,000 plus 2,000. And then we keep going again until we get to T5. Now, over here, in between here, we have an interest rate. We've got 18% compounded annually, so M is equal to 1. Over here as well, 18% and M is equal to 1. So what that tells me is I first have to calculate for A over here. A is equal to something. And then when I get to this part, when I get to T3, I need to stop, add 2,000, and then that amount becomes my new P value. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Is everybody with me? Okay, I know, Tabo, it's supposed to challenge you. It's supposed to challenge you. All right, okay, let's do this. Let's calculate. Okay. All right, okay, let's do this. Let's calculate for the first 3 years. Right, let's start by calculating for this part. Let's calculate. So we know we've got A is equal to 1,000, open brackets, 1 plus 16% or 18% to the power of, what am I going to use here? What is my years? What is my N? What is my N value, guys? Not 1. How many years are we going up until? How many years are we at? How many years are here? Correct, 3. Good, we're at 3 as the number of years, 3. All right, Luandile, we haven't gone all the way to the end yet. We haven't gone all the way to the end yet. We are still over here. We are over here. So I want you guys to calculate for me here. How much will he have in his account at T3? Good, I see. Excellent. 1643,03. So this is how much he has over here. What happens to this amount? What does he do to that amount? What do we do to this amount? Correct, Jenna. Beautiful. Good. We add that 2,000 that he put in there, plus 2,000. Right. So our new amount is now 3,643,03. Right. But we're not done. He's still going to keep his money in the account for how many more years? How many more years, guys? Correct, good, for 2 more years. So where this value was A, we now have to take this value, and in the new calculation, we're going to make this A value our new P value. Our new P value. Right, so now we get to go again. A is equal to P, open brackets, 1 plus I to the power of N. Now our P value is 3,643,03, 1 plus 18%. Now, what is my N? What is my N value? No, how many years left? How many years left? From T3 to T5, how many years do we have left? Correct, we have 2 years left. So we're going to put this to the power of 2. Give me an answer, guys. No, not a full decimal, no. All right, good. The answer I'm looking for, well done, Imelda, and Sandagache, and Jenna, and Asi, well done. The answer we're looking for is 5072,55. All right,